Okay, I'm going to have to redo this whole video. I did a video and then my iPhone ran out of space because I have all these different videos. There's projects I'm doing. I have tons and tons of photos and videos. When you're in the field, it's just like, cool. I can take all these, photos and videos of things and talk about things. And then when I get home, I'm able to compile it, look through what I did, and be like, oh, I now remember why I took that photo or why I did such and such. You guys don't really care. Be sure to join the Discord down in the description box below. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Thanksgiving is upon us. Today is Thanksgiving, and for those who will tell me, well, why do you celebrate the white man's holiday? First and foremost, I am an American first, right? There's a lot of things that my country has done and will do and is currently doing that I don't approve of and don't like. There's a lot of things symbolically that I find abhorrent, but I'm still an American at the end of the day. And similar to a lot of things, I reclaimed Thanksgiving for something different, right, than the tradition. I think you're able to do these types of things without it being a big deal, right? For us, and what's ironic is here is a very, very, very progressive place, and we actually have a lot of indigenous people here, and we celebrate the indigenous population here, and always give credit to the land that we're on. And even here, people tell you Happy Thanksgiving. I hadn't heard anyone say, well, whatever you celebrate. I think I may have heard one person. Typically, everyone will say that. Why? Because I think a lot of people, with that knowledge of actually we have indigenous people here, and then the history of Thanksgiving, a lot of people here I think have actually changed it themselves into a holiday that's really more about family and promoting that versus the origins of the holiday. But unfortunately, we still have to talk about that because some folks just kind of get stuck in the mud of things. You can't really, things you can't even change, but you can change going forward things that you do. But at any rate, regardless, several things I'm thankful for, obviously. Very thankful for my family. Noelle's amazing. If you didn't know, she got into an accident about 2 weeks ago, almost coming up on 2 weeks. And her and Zeta were having a mommy-daughter date. And this was photos that they took prior to her getting into an accident. And it was 3 boys, juveniles, that stole a car, ran up on the sidewalk, going down the sidewalk, hit her at an intersection. She hadn't even started moving yet, and they slammed into her, and it totaled our car. The car that was stolen was a Kia, because those things are so easy to steal, along with Hyundais. And they took off running. So anyhow, luckily, Noelle and Zeta, they were shaken up quite a bit, but they were fine. Zeta was hurting for maybe a day. Noelle still has some pain. She actually went and she's getting going to the chiropractor and different things like that. She goes kind of regularly since then. But yeah, it's been pretty rough. One day, this was just 2 days ago, and she couldn't hardly move. So part of that's a combination of wreck and her getting, bones and stuff popped and all this. And she's working out 40 years of life, right? Very thankful for that, Noelle being safe and Zeta being safe and all of that. I'm blessed to have Noelle as a business partner. We're doing amazing with the studio, and I'll touch on that. But Zoe and Zara, are amazing. They're doing great in school. They're very artistic, playing different instruments. Zara's in choir. Zoe is playing the violin. Zara also has dang it, what's it called? It's a little bitty tiny guitar. I forget what it's called, but she's got one of those. And Zoe's got a recorder, which is it looks kind of like a little clarinet. And so they're doing that. Both of them are amazing in terms of art, just drawing art. Zoe can pretty much draw anything by looking at it. Zara is a little bit better. She can draw things that look like real anime stuff. Like, her talent is insane. Like at that age, even now, I can't draw worth a damn. But yeah, it's really good in their handwriting. Zara's handwriting. I mean, just a couple of years ago, it was a struggle trying to get her to. Her handwriting is exceptional. Excuse me. So yeah, I mean, I'm blown away. Zeta, she's finding her way. She's learning, the metrics of school. Easy for her to make friends. It and not just friends at her age. I remember it's usually kids much older than her. I remember when we were at the studio and we were in the second location, not second location, but second spot that we moved to and that we moved from recently. And there was a woman who had her daughter with her, and they stopped in. And the reason why they stopped in was because the little girl happened to see pottery, but also she saw Zeta. Now, the little girl is the exact same age of Zara, which is Zara's 9 years old. Isn't she? Yeah. She'll be 10 in March. Zoe will be 12? No. Yeah, 12. Wow. So, anyhow, the little girl stopped in, and her and Zeta have been inseparable ever since. We actually became friends with the lady. And instead of wanting to play with Zeta or Zara, she wanted to play with Zeta. It's just crazy. And always, she has friends that are older than her. She has a whole crop of kids in her grade that are friends with her. It's easy for her to make friends. And so I'm just thankful for that. Just thankful for the overall community that we have. It's really, really good. Our business is doing great. Extremely thankful for that. We've been doing very, very well, remarkably. And, just growing. And last night, we were talking about different things. We happened to, there's a company here called Heritage Distillery, I believe. And they are a husband and wife company, and they've grown quite massively. I consider them a bigger company. But husband and wife, great group of folks. We got to know them. They distribute all over the place. They help with the Puyallup tribe and building up a thing with them and all this and tasty rooms. They're multi-millionaires, right? They're not hurting. They have 300 employees, I believe, but they're great, great, humble people. And so I really look up to them and just kind of how they operate as a couple, right? Like, how do you navigate business? And we've been doing great, but as we take on more employees, which right now we're up to 3, I'm thankful and blessed for that. But as we take on more employees and possibly open a second store in the future, I want to have a better foundation than what I have, so that we can also have just good communication. Now, one of the things that they don't do is they don't talk about business when they're at home. They try not to. They try to be there and present. But Noelle and I love talking about business. It's one of the things that really gets me going is talking about business. I can do that all day long. So very thankful for that. Thankful for my health. Relatively good health, I think. Everyone else here is pretty good health. Thankful for it. It's not sponsored by Alderbrook Resort and Spa. I was on a business trip here, and actually I was in a leadership academy. This little block is kind of heavy. There we go. This leadership academy. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if you can see with my hand behind it, like that. Does that make it better? Probably made it worse. But Business Leadership Academy, the 44th annual. So this has been going on as long as I've been alive. I was born in 1978, so 44 years. I'm 44. It was quite unique. It's quite unique, actually, that I went to this, got it, and literally completed the program. And the program is as old as I am. It's just such a full circle type of thing. So very blessed with that as well. This year has been a breakthrough for us as a family. You know, we went through some difficulties not long ago, very, very hard difficulties. And so, you know, we're working our way through that. Noelle's family, you know, I went to visit her family, her dad. And we've actually started a relationship, and it's been pretty good. And so that's a blessing as well. And catching up on everything that we missed out on, and it's been really, really good. And he seems to be a lot happier too, which is good. So a lot of things have shifted and changed. My sisters are doing pretty good as well. Noelle's sister and brother are doing very good, based on what I know. They're doing pretty good. And yeah, I mean, I think that you can't really ask for much more. We're really, really blessed, very thankful. I'm thankful for the folks who watch my videos. You know, it's not as active as what it used to be, but I'm just so busy nowadays that I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of different things. But very thankful and blessed to have you guys watch our videos and still support us, even though we're not very consistent, and I'm not consistent like I need to be. But I really do appreciate it. Hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Be sure to hug all your loved ones, tell them you love them. And until next, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join the Discord down in the description box below as always. And until next time, I will see you. Take care.